Hello, diecast fans, and welcome to another brand new episode of Jim's Magnificent Miniature Motor Cars. For this episode, we will be unboxing not just one, but two Nissan GTRs from Tomica Premium. Alright, let's get right to it. I have to be honest, I had no intention of picking up this model, even though I knew it existed. But what changed my mind? Well, I actually saw one in the metal, and I gotta say, I was just kind of blown away by how good it looked. So, as is the case with most of these Tomica Premium models, it comes in a black box and a red box. The black box being the more popular silver color, and the red box being the sort of variant black color. Ready? I mean, I'll be honest, everybody and his freaking brother by now does the Nissan R35 GTR. And in fact, the model I'm most looking forward to is the Mini GT version of the latest Nismo model. I mean, there have been so many freaking variants of this model, which is now officially 17 years old. Yeah, I got my math right. There's just so many variants and variations of this. It's kind of hard to imagine why somebody would even go back to this original 2007 model. Well, I'll tell you why. It's because apparently they can do a really good job of it. I mean, look at this thing. All right. So yeah, it's a real looker. I mean, Tomica did a regular GTR back in the day. When it first came out back in 2007, and they even did a what they called the Tomica Limited. You know, a lot of you, I'm sure, remember that they did a Tomica Limited version. In fact, they probably have it stashed here somewhere. And of course, they've done the endless Tomica Limited Vintage Neo versions, many of which I've unboxed on this very channel. But none of them were the original 2007 model. And I gotta say, while I was sincerely skeptical, I was very honestly skeptical that this made any sense. Looking at the model now, I have to admit, be it slightly grudgingly, that this was worth it. This was worth revisiting. Yeah. And in these two fantastic colors. Okay, you guys know that I am not a big fan of the absence of side mirrors. I do know that Tomica they save them for their really big models like the TLVNs, the Tomica Limited Vintage Neo stuff. So we won't get them on the Tomica Premium stuff. But you know that that's not a deterrent for me to award 10s, because that was the case with the Honda NSX R from a couple of years ago. And so, dear diecast fans, as much as I didn't even expect to pick up this car, and as much as as dismissive as I initially was of this car, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10. I'm sorry about that, folks. A bit of construction going on next door. But anyway, this gets a 10 out of 10, both the silver and the black. Each of them gets a 10 from me, because this is a magnificent miniature motor car. All right. And that's it for this double unboxing. I do hope you folks enjoyed this episode. If you like what you've seen here, please consider giving me a like and subscribe and hitting that notification bell.